The date was September 25th, 1789. The Congress of the United States just wrote the Constitution, and some amendments needed to be made. The first 10 amendments are called the Bill of Rights. I will read them to you. This is Joe.
Hi, folks.
He will be our contemporary interpreter for these bills. The First Amendment is, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for redress of grievances.
The government has to keep its nose out of church, let us say what we want, publish what we want, and gather together publicly. Also, we get to tell the government it stinks and they can't do thing one about it.
The Second Amendment is, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Hands off my guns, Bloomberg.
The Third Amendment is, no soldier shall, in time of peace, be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law.
We can't be forced to house soldiers against our will.
The Fourth Amendment doth be the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched, and the persons or things to be seized.
Your person and or your property can't be searched, seized, or arrested without a proper warrant.
The Fifth Amendment reads, no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime, unless on a pretestament or indictment of a grand jury.
Indictment.
Thank you, indictment. Except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia. When in actual service in time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without compensation. Very long amendment that one is.
Holy smokes. Only grand juries can charge civilians with a capital offense. After being acquitted, you can't go to trial for the same crime a second time. You also can't be forced to incriminate yourself, and all citizens are entitled to due process of law. Also, if the government does seize your property for public use, you must be compensated for it.
The Sixth Amendment is as follows. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, be informed of the nature and cause of accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witness in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense.
You get a quick trial by jury wherever the crime took place. You also can have witnesses testify for you and against you, and you get the chance to cross-examine both. And everybody is entitled to a lawyer.
The Seventh Amendment is, in suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law.
Trial by jury if the fine is more than $20.
Eighth Amendment proclaims, excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted.
Courts can't fine you too much or give you excessive punishment.
The Ninth Amendment exclaims, the enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people.
Just because it's not here doesn't mean it's not a right.
Finally, the 10th Amendment reads as follows, the power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, or reserved to the states respectively or to the people.
Any federal power not specifically listed by the Constitution is granted and belongs and is rightfully the property of the states and the people.
As you can see in these amendments to the Constitution, the wording can be very difficult to read, very difficult to understand. Hopefully Joe and I here were able to explain them to you in a more contemporary manner so you can understand them in this current era.
States' rights, people. States' rights.